Our relationship with Canyon Capital Realty Advisors all started with a phone call asking if we would like a donation of a couple of refrigerators and a television. And of course we said yes, and they came in and they saw what we did. And I believe that once they came in and saw the facility and met the staff, they really wanted to have an impact on our organization, and they truly have.
You have to be socially conscious. I mean, when you're in a company that's successful and doing well, if you don't give back, you're doing yourself, your employees, and the community in which you live a disservice.
Then I got this call from this wonderful company called Canyon Capital, who I'd never actually heard of before that. But they called and they basically wanted to bring all of their employees to the club for a volunteer day, do something special for the kids for the holidays. They didn't have, specifics in mind, but as we talked through it on the phone, came to realize they wanted to do something really special. And so we kind of put together this volunteer day where we would bring in all of their employees. They would get to come to the club, participate in some of our activities, and they actually decided they wanted to bring backpacks in, and once they decided they wanted to bring backpacks for all the kids, they found sponsors that would fill the backpacks with school supplies, and once they did that, they actually found another sponsor who would fill the backpacks with gift cards for new shoes for our kids. And it just kind of built on itself. And what was really exciting about working with Canyon Capital was just that they did all of it. Basically, they had the ideas, they had the drive, they wanted to do it for our kids.
Yeah, I really didn't have much familiarity at all with the Boys and Girls Club. I'd heard of it, but it really wasn't until we started our fundraising event and spent time with the kids that I really got what an amazing organization the club is and what it really provides for these kids.
We truly rely on the support and generosity of companies like Canyon Capital. Our kids paid just $20 a year to participate in all of our programs, and our actual cost is around $1,000 per kid. So we really rely on the support of individuals and corporations like Canyon Capital. It all stays local here in Santa Monica.
I believe that we started contributing our time and money to the Boys and Girls Club about 4 or 5 years ago, and I've been involved since then. Every year when we do an annual event, I happily attend and enjoy my interaction with the children, as well as the adults that are part of the organization that do an incredible job maneuvering not only a lot of children, but maintaining an organization and an infrastructure that is really second to none.
I think maybe we're giving a gift to the club, but the club also gave us a gift in letting us be part of their experience and meet these kids and meet the staff and see a new perspective on this whole universe of children who are getting this amazing opportunity.
So there's the volunteering aspect that they have, plus the time that they spend in the club with the kids. I think it's one of our kids' favorite days. Like, they look forward to this day every year.
To go to the Boys and Girls Club and see the kids and work with the kids really puts a human element to what we do on an everyday basis.
And the second time, I actually just stayed at the Arts and Crafts Station, which was different, considering that I'm not really an artistic person whatsoever. But the kids helped me as opposed to me helping them, and that was really a fantastic, that was really a fun time.
You gotta start with the dodgeball, because I was kind of shocked. Those kids throw really fast. And so I didn't expect to be like jumping out of the way like right when I first on there. I was like, how about giving me a warm-up?
Yeah, throw really fast and really hard. Going in, I'm thinking, we're all adults, we're bigger than them, we'll have an opportunity to crush it. But those kids were very active, and they even beat us. I think it was either once or twice.
I think we might have lost both times.
Yeah.
I played a lot of foosball with the kids, and I realized how much they enjoyed it.
I also think foosball is the thing that stands out in my memory, and in particular how much better they were at foosball than me, and how they weren't ashamed to let me know it.
We did this project with, it was making Christmas trees with ice cream cones and frosting and sprinkles and sparkles, and some of the things that these kids made were really outrageous. And so you could see they were so excited that they made their project, and then they ate it.
There was art projects being made, there was food being served, there was backpack giveaways, there was a big dodgeball game, and all of the kids and all the Canyon Capital employees had such a great time.
It's so much more than just an after-school program where kids are dropped off and stay until their parents can pick them up. The the ability to be involved in the homework club, the recreational facilities, like the basketball and the game room, allow the kids really to sort of grow as individuals.
I had been working with one of the young girls on their math problem set. And as we were going through it, it was very clear to me that she had more ambitions than just sort of doing the minimum.
Yeah, I think the Boys and Girls Club, in my mind, was, I didn't really know what it was, but it really seems to serve a very important role in the life of a lot of the kids in these communities, particularly at-risk youth, who, if they didn't have this place to go to play with friends, to work on their homework, do those sorts of things, I mean, where would they go? And they would be, at risk in the community, potentially exposed to gangs and drugs and that sort of thing. So, I mean, I think that's huge in terms of the interaction you see with the Boys and Girls Club and the kids, and the impact it's making on their lives.
I myself am a member of Boys and Girls Club back in Lansing, Michigan, where I grew up, and it was just a phenomenal pinnacle of the community.
I was a member too of the Boys and Girls Club, and when I was growing up in Texas, and the way that I always remembered it was the one place where like my friends and I could get together after school and not have our parents around, and and it was when I really first got into sports, because there's just so many opportunities for kids to play different types of sports, and not necessarily it doesn't have to be a competitive atmosphere. Mm-hmm. It's just an opportunity to try new things out. And it wasn't just limited to sports, but there's a lot of arts and crafts, and just really encourage kids to try new things and be creative.
It was their second home, sort of their home away from home after school, and that energy that they came there with, and the friends that they made, and with the staff too, and just how much the staff cared about them, to me was the most striking thing. Forget all the programs, forget everything that's there. It was sort of that energy that was there from the kids, but also from the staff, because you could really tell that they were genuinely interested in being there for the kids and making sure they got what they needed.
It feels great to help them financially, but I think it feels even better to have the Canyon people really participating, knowing we're making a difference in the kids' lives, and really sort of seeing the fruits of our labor. We always get such a kick of when we hand out the backpacks. The year we contributed backpacks, I know the people that work in the homework center really enjoy seeing kids kind of catch an idea and get it. And then of course, we love the annual dodgeball match that we have with the kids. It's really fun to, to see them smiling when they throw the balls at us and knock us out.
And the biggest thing with this is, I think everybody wants to be involved in the community. It really just takes someone to champion that.
Well, I'll tell you, we are certainly using our relationships to raise more money for the Boys and Girls Club because of how important we feel the organization is. And look, as an adult with a young child, as a parent with a young child, as an employer, as an employee, as a partner, as a capital provider, you look at where dollars are so critically needed in our country today, at the very local level, and you look at our future, and our future is entirely dependent upon our ability to educate our children, our ability to make sure that our children are given every opportunity that we've been given, and then some, because we live in a much more complicated, complex, competitive world. And so if we as an organization and other for-profit organizations do not take the time and energy to make the effort to give, then why do what we do?